Good morning everyone. Let us start today's lecture. Today we are going to finish our unit 1. Two topics are left of unit 1. One is mechanical force of charged sphere. One sphere is there which is charged, which is having charge on that. Suppose this is one surface, it is having charge on it. So we want to calculate how much force will it experience on some point which is outside this charge. Okay, we want to find out the force experienced by this charged surface on some point which is outside that surface. Second is energy density of electric field. What will be the energy density? If suppose we are having this charged surface, what will be energy density due to this? So starting with the first topic, mechanical force of charged sphere. We know very well force. What is force? When we define electric field was equal force upon charge, force per unit charge, and formula for force is equal to charge into electric field. F is equal to QE. You have read this formula. F is equal to QE. You are not familiar with this formula, and same formula we are using here. What we are using? We want to calculate the force. So what we will do? We are, suppose this is the area, this is having charge. We are taking small area. Small area is ds. Electric field is directed outside. And let us suppose area, small area, we are having ds. And how much charge is there in this area ds? Let us suppose dq is the charge which is there in this area ds. So ds area is having charge ds. And what we can say, charge is uniformly distributed on any surface. What we have surface charge density. And how to calculate surface charge density? Charge divided by area. And surface charge density is denoted by sigma. So what will be the value of sigma? Sigma will be charge divided by area. And in our case, when we are taking area, very small area we are taking, area to be equal to ds. When area is equal to ds, small area is there, how much will be charge? That charge will also be small. So in ds area, let us suppose small charge is dq. So what will be charge density now? It will be dq upon ds is the charge density, surface charge density, and we can very easily say dq is equal to sigma into ds, where sigma is the surface charge density of the charge which is present on the given surface. In other terms also you can say, if suppose sigma is the charge density for this whole surface, we are taking surface ds. So what will be the charge? Charge will be equal to area multiplied by charge density. If area would have been 5, क्या करोगे? You will multiply charge density by the given area. This is how we calculate the charge. So dq is equal to sigma into ds. Simply you will multiply surface charge density by the given area. Area जितना भी होगा उसको आप charge density से multiply कर दो. आपके पास क्या आ जाएगा? आपके पास आ जाएगा कि कितना charge है वहाँ. Because charge is uniformly distributed. Now we are having this charge. Charge we have calculated. Charge. How much charge is there in area ds? It is sigma into ds. Okay. So this is the value of charge. Sigma into ds. And what is the value of electric field? Let us suppose it is equal to E. From the previous article we know this. How much electric field is there due to charge sphere? Electric formula is sigma upon 2 epsilon, where sigma is surface charge density, epsilon is permittivity of the given medium. So we will multiply these two terms. It will be sigma square, sigma into sigma square ds upon 2 epsilon. This is the value for force. Now if we take this ds in denominator here, we are taking it here, it will be f upon ds, means force upon area. Force per unit area will be equal to sigma square upon 2 epsilon. And what is force per unit area? It is equal to pressure. So how much pressure is here? Force per area of charge conductor, या pressure due to charge conductor on the area ds. If we are talking of pressure is equal to sigma square upon 2 epsilon. Next is what will be electric field intensity E at a point which is outside the charge conductor. Now we have done this also. electric field at point P outside the charge conductor is given by E equal to sigma by epsilon. So from here sigma will be equal to epsilon into E. Simply you have to substitute this value of sigma into this equation for per unit area. So force per unit area pressure means it is sigma square upon 2 epsilon. Instead of sigma you will use this value epsilon E for any point which is outside this charge P, which is near or outside this charge surface. So epsilon E whole square, इसको ओपन करोगे आएगा epsilon square E square, epsilon epsilon cancel, it will be half epsilon E square. So this is the value of force per unit area or pressure of electric field due to charge sphere, charge surface can be of any shape, charge surface at point which is outside the surface or near the surface. Is it okay? Next article is energy density of electric field. Now how to calculate energy density? We know very well pressure is equal to force upon area. So force will be equal to pressure into area. So here we are having pressure into area. Pressure we have just calculated half epsilon E square is half epsilon E square, and area, how much area we were talking about? ds. So it will be half epsilon E square into ds. And if we are supposing that this surface ds has moved a little bit, this charge sphere, this area ds has moved, कितना move किया against electric force? कितना move किया? dx. So how to calculate work? Work is always equal to force into distance. Work is equal to force into distance. Force ये calculate किया, move कितना किया? dx. तो कितना work done होगा? Force into distance means F into dx. F ये है आपके पास half epsilon E square ds into dx. And if someone is asking you what will be work done per unit volume, work done per unit volume. So what is this? Area into length. Area into length will give you volume. So if you take dx below here, w upon ds takes it means ds area or dx length. So area into length क्या हो गया आपका volume. So it is work done per unit volume is equal to half epsilon E square. And work done is a form of energy. Work done is a form of energy. So if you can say electric energy stored per unit area per unit volume of electric field called as energy density. This work done per unit volume or energy per unit volume is called as energy density, and it is given by half epsilon E square. That is all for theory part of our unit 1. We have finished curl, we have finished divergence, we have finished Gauss divergence theorem, Stokes theorem, Gauss law, application of Gauss law, electric field, potential, all the topics we have finished. Now let us come to numerical part. Numerical first. The electric field at the Earth's surface is 300 volt per meter. मेरे आपको इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड दे रखी है. Electric field is given. Per meter. Directly downwards. What is the surface charge density? क्या पूछा है आपसे? Sigma. और क्या दे रखा है आपको? Epsilon naught is given 1 by 6 pi into 10 to the power 9. This is the value of epsilon naught which is given to you. So you have to calculate E, and what is electric field? It is sigma by epsilon naught. So from here very easily you can calculate sigma equal to epsilon naught E. Epsilon naught की value ये है, E की value दे रखी है. जो है from here surface charge density. So that is all. We will continue with the numericals in the next class. That is all for theory part. With the numerical part, one numerical we have finished here. Now let us read out second numerical. The electric field in a given region of space is electric field क्या दे रखी है आपको? E is equal to 5xi cap plus 6yj cap plus 3zk cap. Find the value of charge density. Charge density sigma. Sigma आपसे पूछी है. Electric field is given to you. So you know the formula. Divergence del dot E equal to rho by epsilon naught. So what is required from us? We have to find out rho charge density. Volume charge density is rho. Del dot T is equal to rho by epsilon naught. So what will be del dot T? We will calculate first del dot T, then put this value here, and we get the value of rho. So del, and what is del? If you remember, del was I cap curly by curly x, j cap curly by curly y, plus k cap curly by curly z. So del dot E means del dot E means I cap curly by curly x, j cap curly by curly y, k cap curly by curly z. Dot product we have to take with the active field, which is 5x I cap plus 6y j cap plus 3z k cap. Now we know this I dot I will be 1, I dot I, this I dot I is 1, and curly by curly x of 5x. क्या होगा पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव ऑफ 5x? curly by curly x will be 5. Then j dot j is 1, and curly by curly y of 6y, 6 plus 6 plus k dot k is 1, and curly by curly z of 3z. It is 3. So how much is the value? 6 plus 5 11 plus 3 14. So del dot E comes out to be equal to 14. It is dot product will give you scalar value. This is scalar value 14. So we can put here value of del dot E was equal to rho by epsilon naught. So it is 14 is equal to rho by epsilon naught, and rho is equal to 14 epsilon naught. This is the answer we are getting. Look carefully at this answer. 14 epsilon naught. Right? Now look at the third question. A charged particle of mass 9 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg is given to us. So we will simply write what is given to us. M is given to us 9 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Starts from rest and attains the velocity of 10 to the power 7 meter per second. It is starting from rest. So initial velocity is 0, u equal to 0, and final velocity v, u is equal to 0, and velocity is equal to 10 to the power 7 meter per second. When it reaches a conductor, maintain a potential of, what is the potential? 290 volt. Find the nature and magnitude of charge. What will be the nature and what will be the magnitude of charge? So what will be work done when it is coming? What it is doing? It is doing work done. From potential we can calculate work done, and that work done will be equal to how much work is done. That is equal to kinetic energy of the charge. क्या बोला है आपको? A charged particle of this mass attains the velocity of this when it reaches a conductor maintained at a potential of 290 volt. When it reaches a conductor which is maintained at a potential of 290 volt, means it is coming. When it is coming, it is in motion. When it is in motion, what energy it is having? Kinetic energy. So work done must be equal to kinetic energy. Work done is W. Kinetic energy is half mv square, and work done potential से कितना work done करेगा? We can calculate with the help of potential. Potential की definition क्या कहती है आपने? Potential is equal to work done per unit charge. From here you can calculate work done is equal to Q into V, and kinetic energy is also a form of work done. So W is equal to half mv square. You can equate both this, negative 1, negative 2, equating both 1 and 2. What we get? Half mv square is equal to Q into V, and what will be charge now? Q is equal to half mv square divided by V, means half into 9 into 10 to the power minus 31 into velocity 10 to the power 7 7 square divided by 290 volt. This will be the value of charge. Is it okay? This much charge will be there. Particle was starting from rest and it is attaining the velocity, very high velocity it is attaining. So what about the charge? It is going towards positive potential and it is accelerating positive. क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? पोटेंशियल इज पॉजिटिव 290, कुछ आगे नहीं है, इट्स पॉजिटिव. अगर नेगेटिव पोटेंशियल होता तो यहाँ पे माइनस 290 होता ना. कुछ नहीं, इसका मतलब कैसा पोटेंशियल नहीं है, पॉजिटिव. पॉजिटिव पोटेंशियल इसका मतलब चार्ज जो जहाँ पे आया है वहाँ पे कैसा है, वो जहाँ पे वो आया है वो पॉजिटिव की तरफ चार्ज आ रहा है. और जैसे जैसे वो आ रहा है इट्स वेलोसिटी इज इंक्रीजिंग. जीरो से स्टार्ट हुआ था, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी जीरो थी और जब वो वहां तक पहुंचा तो उसकी वेलोसिटी कितनी हो गई? 10 to the power 7 मीटर पर सेकंड. मींस वेलोसिटी इज इंक्रीजिंग, इट इज एक्सेलरेटिंग. अगर एक्सेलरेट कर रहा है तो उसका नेचर कैसा है? पॉजिटिव होगा. नेचर कैसा हो सकता है चार्ज का? या तो पॉजिटिव होगा या नेगेटिव होगा या न्यूट्रल होगा. तीन ही नेचर हो सकते हैं चार्ज के. न्यूट्रल हो नहीं सकता क्योंकि ये पोटेंशियल की तरफ आ रहा है तो एक्सेलरेट हो रहा है. इसका मतलब कुछ तो है इसके पास चार्ज. वो पॉजिटिव है या नेगेटिव है? अगर पॉजिटिव होता तो पॉजिटिव से दूर भागता, बट इट इज अप्रोचिंग. तो इसका मतलब इसका नेचर कैसा है? नेगेटिव. सो नेचर ऑफ द चार्ज इज नेगेटिव. और वैल्यू कितनी है यहां से आप कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. और नेचर हो गया, नेचर इज द चार्ज इज नेगेटिव चार्ज. फाइन. नाउ look at the question number 4. The potential at a point is given by V equal to x 3y square minus x square plus z. Find the component of electric field at that point. Now, what is the relation between electric field and potential? You know this. E is equal to minus gradient of V, right? Or you can say E is equal to minus del V, equal to minus del V. Del you know very well. I cap curly by curly x, j cap curly by curly y, k cap curly by curly z, and V is given to us 3xy square minus x cube plus xz. This is value of V. You will first find out. Directly we can do it. Minus del V is equal to minus I cap curly by curly x V plus j cap curly V by curly y plus k cap curly V by curly z. Now separately we can do it. Curly V by curly x means curly by curly x. इसका 3xy square minus x cube plus xz. क्या हो जाएगा ये? We will take partial derivative with respect to x. It will be 3y square minus 3x square plus z. And what will be curly v by curly y? It will be यहीं से देख लेते हैं. y के साथ करोगे तो it is y square. 3x as it is रहेगा. y square का 2y, 2 आगे मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा. It will be 6xy. It will be 6xy. यहाँ y नहीं है, पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव y के साथ कर रहे हैं तो it will be 0. It will also be 0. What will be curly v by curly z? यहाँ पे z नहीं है, its partial derivative will be 0. यहाँ भी z नहीं है, इसका partial derivative भी 0. यहाँ पर z है, only z is there. So its derivative is 1, partial derivative. So it will be x. So we have find out curly v by curly x, curly v by curly y. पूरा भाई करना है. कर दे स्टार्ट 2 मिनट है. So curly v by curly x, curly v by curly y, curly v by curly z. You will substitute here and you will get the value of electric field which is equal to minus del v. Thank you. That's all.